Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today for this quick flow practice. We are going to move with our breath today. There's going to be a fair bit of movement in this practice, but there's also going to be a fair bit of stillness. So looking for the spaces between the breath, between the movements, between our thoughts, where we can find stillness and relaxation. Before we get started, please, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you get a note every time I upload a new video. Let's get started. Let's begin today standing at the back of your mat. Bring your big toes together. Drop your heels down, or drop your sits bones, your tailbone down. Lengthen through the low back. Feel the core engage. Lengthen up through the full length of your spine. Roll the shoulders back. Let your fingertips drop, the palms of your hands reach forward. Shut your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Slow your breath down. And at the beginning, at the top of your breath, big breath in, take a little pause. Hold that breath in, and then a long, slow exhale. Hold that breath out. Inhaling, big breath in. Hold it in. And exhale. Hold yourself empty. Continue breathing in this pattern. Holding yourself in a pause at the top and the bottom of your breath. Slowing the breath down. Looking for spaces, that space between each breath. Notice as you breathe here, as you tune into your breath, into your own natural rhythms. Tune into the rhythms of your body and the rhythms of your mind. Notice as you slow your breath down and find those spaces, you begin to find space between your thoughts. The activity of the mind slows. Softly open your eyes here. Let's just inhale the fingertips up to the ceiling. You can gaze up between your thumbs if that feels good for you. As you exhale, bring your hands down to heart center and then spread your arms wide. Turn the palms up so your biceps are facing up. The shoulders roll down. The collarbones are wide. Big breath in here to bring the hands up to heart, to above the head. Meet the palms. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Soften your knees. Let's take a forward fold here. Tuck your chin. Let the crown of your head drop towards the floor. You're just going to dangle here. You take opposite elbow with your hands. Couple of breaths here as we dangle in this pose. Knees are very soft, and we're lengthening through the spine. Notice as you breathe here, maybe your crown of your head drops without us having to push or press. Fingertips come to the mat now. Gaze comes to the mat. Just walk your hands forward until you're in a downward facing dog. You can separate your feet to the width of your hips. pinky fingers are at the edges of your mat. Press into the palms to lift the hips. Couple of breaths here. You can move around if you like, bending opposite knees, swinging your hips, shaking your head. And then when you are ready, keep your gaze on your big toes. Let's float forward to plank pose. On your toes or on your knees. Shoulders forward. Exhale to lower all the way to the mat. Inhale to lift the chest. Push your elbows back towards the back of the mat. And exhale to release. Inhale to tabletop pose. And exhale back, downward to child's pose. Inhale through a cow belly breath. So bring the tailbone up, drop the belly, hearts forward. Exhale, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right heel. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale to extend. As you exhale, round the spine, bring the knee forward. Push into the hands and lift the navel up and away from the floor. Inhale to extend that right leg. As you exhale, drop the right foot down next to the left. And inhale to open the left heel up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, open the hip on the exhale. Just really moving this morning, extending the left heel on an inhale. And exhale, knee to nose, rounding down. Pushing into the floor, lifting the back of the heart. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bringing the left foot down next to the right. Inhale forward to your high plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, open to your back bend, cobra or up dog. As you exhale, flip over the feet. Use the strength of your core to lift your hips up and back. Inhale to lift the right heel. As you exhale, round the spine, bring the left foot forward between the hands. Stay up on the toes, or the right foot is forward between the hands. And bring the pressing into the feet. Lift the shoulders up over the hips, fingertips high. Exhale to sink the hips. Bring your left hand forward, right hand back here. Twisting, bringing the heart to the left. Pressing out through that back leg. Keep your left leg straight and strong, pressing out through the back heel. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, maintain the twist. Reach up to the ceiling with your right hand and down to the floor with your left hand. Coming into an easy twist. As you exhale, bring the right hand down, frame the front foot, and step your left foot forward to meet your right. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, soften your knees and rise all the way up to stand. Hands up, look up. As you exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, the hands drop down, around and up. Exhale, bring your big toes together and slide your hips back and down, coming to chair pose. Tailbones turn down, so the core is engaged. You're pressing into your heels. If you look down at your toes, you can see them. Your knees are back from your toes. Shoulder blades roll down the back. And then we're going to work into the shoulder blades a little bit here now. Bring your arms to goddess arms. So the elbows come out, straight out from the shoulders. Palms are facing down. Really turn on the back body here. Inhale to extend. Exhale. Bring those back to goddess arms. Squeezing your elbows down. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Squeeze. One more time. Inhale, reach. And this time, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fingertips to the shins, reach the crown of the head forward, the hips back. Extend the spine in a halfway lift. As you exhale, soften the knees, plant the hands, and bring your feet to the back of the mat, high plank pose. Inhale, shoulders forward, and exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale to open your heart, cobra or up dog. As you exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left heel. As you exhale, round the spine, bring the left foot forward between the hands. Inhale to come up to your crescent lunge. Exhale, sink the hips. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale to find length. And exhale, twist to the left. Right hand's forward, left hand is back. Pushing back through the right heel. Bring your left knee to a square over the left ankle. Big inhale here. As you exhale, reach up with the left hand, down with the right hand, coming to your easy twist. Sinking the hips. Bringing the left hand forward and down. Step the left foot back to meet the right this time in plank pose. Inhale the shoulders forward and exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, let's reach the hands back next to your hips. Palms are facing up. Roll the shoulders back and begin to roll your fingertips back towards the wall behind you. Stay here like this, or if you like, you can lift your heels. Try and keep drawing the heels in towards the midline of the body, keeping them about a hip width apart. Exhale to release. As you inhale this time, reach your hands towards the front of the mat. Exhale to feel your core, your torso, your hip bones pressed into the mat. And inhale, let's lift the chest. Palms are facing down, palms come up with you. As you exhale, goddess arms, pulling those elbows back towards the height of your shoulders. Inhale to reach. This time your heels can come up if you like. Exhale, elbows back. I feel like I'm swimming now. Inhale to reach. Exhale one more time, squeezing the elbows in. Inhale to reach. As you exhale, come down to the mat. Hands come next to the chest. Take a nice breath in here into the back body. As you exhale, let's float up to tabletop. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Hips are over the knees. Inhale the right hand out to the side, straight out from your shoulder, palm faces down. And inhale to bring the fingertips up to the ceiling. As you exhale, round the spine like an angry cat, pulling the navel up and away, and bringing your right hand over to the left. Tap your right shoulder down, your right ear. Inhale to open up. As you exhale, let's take that again. Right shoulder down to the mat, and inhale to open. One more time, exhale. This time we'll stay for a breath. Level your hips out, bring them even, and reach the left hand forward to the front of the mat. Full cycle of breath here. And then the left hand comes to the mat. Unwind from your twist. The left hand comes out to the side. Inhale to open the chest to the left. Exhale, round the spine. Tap your left shoulder down onto the mat. Inhale to open. So we just flow with this a little bit, getting some motion. Exhale, tap, tap. Left shoulder comes down the outside of your left shoulder. Open. And this time, as you round down, let's stay. So bring your left shoulder, the outside of your left shoulder, your left ear, to the mat. Lift the left hip, drop into the right hip. Right hand can stay on the mat, pressing your right shoulder over the left, or you can reach up overhead. Bring your right hand down onto the mat now. Let's make our way back to tabletop pose. Curl or cross your ankles and bring your hips over your feet. Come to sit in the middle of your mat. Let's extend the legs long. Inhale the fingertips up. And as you exhale, draw forward. Draw forward with your body. Think about length in the spine. Think about your spine being like almost like a telescope, and you're just extending and reaching out. The hands can rest next to your legs. Palms facing up or down, and tuck your chin. See if you can use your breath to bring you further forward and down rather than holding on to yourself and pulling. See if you can just let your arms rest, your hands rest. And exhale, pull the navel in, engage the core to come further down, closer and closer to your legs. As you inhale to roll up, bring the right knee up and step it to the outside of the left leg. You can wrap your right arm, your left arm around the right knee. Right hand reaches up and then sweeps back behind your hips. Nice easy twist here. Roll the shoulders back. Roll the right shoulder back. Lead this twist with the right shoulder. Both sits bones are planted evenly into the mat, and the twist is taking place right around like your navel, the height of your navel. You can bring your chin over that right shoulder if that feels good. Inhale to come up to center. Let's take 10 fingertips and bring them to the outside of your left hip and just take a counter twist here. Unwind from this, bring your right foot back to the right side of the mat. Extend it long and let's scoop up the left leg. Bring it in tight. Bring your left foot to the outside of your right leg and then wrap your right arm around the left knee. So we're just holding that left knee in towards the center, keeping both sits bones down on the mat. Let's lift up through both sides of the waist. Can help to lift up through the left arm, finding length, and then reach back for the mat behind your hips. Use my arm like a little kickstand to hold my spine tall because straight spines twist a little more deeply than curved ones, the ones that are bent. Lead with the left shoulder. Roll the left shoulder back. And breathe easy here. Unwind from this twist. 10 fingers come down onto the mat outside your right hip. Just a little counter twist here. And then let's come back to center, bring the left foot to reach out towards the right foot. Inhale, the fingertips up. Now we're going to come down onto our backs. You can keep straight legs or you can bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Or you can put your hands underneath, behind your hips. Wherever you are, tuck your chin. And just begin to round the spine. Take your time with this. So you start to tease the mat with your low back. And then slowly lower the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, till your shoulder blades reach the mat. And then you can just let go. Widen your legs till they're at the width of the mat. Toes fall open. Hands rest next to the hips with the palms facing up. Breathing deep and easy in this pose. Finding again your own personal rhythms, the rhythm of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your mind. When you are ready to begin moving again, begin with a big deep breath. Hold that breath in and then follow it with a long, slow exhale. Hold that breath empty. Inhaling, really filling the body, holding the breath in, and then exhale completely. Holding yourself empty. Return to a normal, natural breath now. And draw your attention, your focus out to your extremities, out to your fingers and toes. Give them a wiggle. Give them a stretch. Begin to bring circulation, motion out through your limbs. Turn your head from side to side. And make your way to a full body stretch, reaching the fingertips overhead, the heels away. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And roll to one side or the other. Take a couple of breaths here. When you're ready to come up to sit, take your time. Keep your eyes shut, your chin tucked, as you bring your hands to the mat to support you as you roll all the way up to a seated position. Crown of your head can stack up at the very top of your spine. Inhale, the fingertips come up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the thumbs to the third eye. Think about peace and space in the mind. And exhale to come all the way forward and down. Our final pose for today. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you really liked this practice. If you did, go ahead and hit like and leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you liked so that I can incorporate more of that in my practices. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon on the mat. Namaste.